Okay, just count me in. Tech TV, come get some. Yeah, we do. We have quite an extensive DVD collection, which is shocking in a way. Maybe there is this theme of building libraries, whether it's DVD or parchment. Since we had Natasha, we've been drawn to getting DVDs because we travel so much. And she has her own portable DVD player that plays British as well as American DVDs. And she has her own little case. And she sits there and just pops them in and out. She's 3. She knows how to work it, and she loves it. So, yeah, I think that because of her, we've opened up, you know, a new way of looking at it. Well, I think working with Adrian, he is such a professional. He really is. And it was a joy to work with somebody that took a video seriously. I mean, let's face it, I'm a musician, he's an actor. Music video isn't something that is the first thing on my mind every day when I wake up. Yeah, I'm a songwriter, I'm a composer, and he's an actor, and yet he approached the video with, you know, 100%. Yay. So that was good. Well, starting to compose the next work, it takes me a while, and I'm getting those books out on the floor and putting them around the piano. And it's like baking a cake when you're 8. It's a great way to, I don't know, live your life. Okay. Okay. Hi there. Okay. Okay. Hello, okay. Hi, how are you? For us, yes. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I think I wanted access to those multis while I still could get them. Some of them were hard to find, especially as the record industry is changing. I mean, I'm not surprised if some of some artists' original masters might be at Berkeley somewhere under somebody's bed. So I said, bring them in. You'd be surprised. So I said, let's get them all in. Yeah, I think you have to embrace change. Really, it's exciting. But because the record industry hasn't quite figured it out yet, I think artists need to be part of figuring that out. So yeah, it's fun. It's like a puzzle. I think that I was probably born with a love for music. And so when I was 2.5 and I saw this piano, it was friend. And I crawled up and cuddled it, and it's been my friend ever since. I mean, it's my first language. Well, it's been hard getting her a piano teacher because they won't take somebody so young. We live out in the sticks. So she just turned 3. So I've been putting on this ridiculous hat and becoming Mrs. Paris, and I've been teaching her piano. I know, it's ludicrous, but I've been doing it, and we've been having a real giggle. She sings to me what she's thinking. She talks half the time, and then she'll start singing to me. It's fun to watch. Thank you. Okay.
All right, so See Me, Tori Amos performs Scarlet Sessions only on Trio, Pop Culture TV.
Oh, do I have to get the Pop Culture TV bit in? I had it until then.
Oh, no.
Pop Culture TV, jeez. I'll tell you, whoever writes these, it's not a hooky.
These are crap.
See me perform. Okay, what's my, see me,
See Me, Tori Amos performs Scarlet Sessions only on Trio, Pop Culture TV.
Okay, let's try. 3, 2, 1. See Me, Tori Amos perform Scarlet Sessions
Only on Trio.
Oh, God, I hate this bit. All right. Say it again.
See Me, Tori Amos performs Scarlet Sessions only on Trio, Pop Culture TV.
3, 2, 1. See Me, Tori Amos perform Scarlet Sessions on Trio, Pop Culture TV.
Cool. And then See Me, Tori Amos perform live on Sessions at West 54th, only on Trio, Pop Culture TV.
Oh my God.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Second one.
Should we just, See Me, Tori Amos perform live on Sessions at West 54th, only on Trio, Pop Culture TV. Perform.
Can you see it if I put it there?
Uh-huh. Live on Sessions. Do you ever feel like you've had a lobotomy? A ballotomy? Okay. See Me, Tori Amos perform live on Sessions, West 54th. Three, 2, 1. See Me, Tori Amos perform live on Sessions.
Oh, no.
These are just so silly. Should we write them?
Do you want me to do that?
Can we write them and just put them under?
Yeah.
I think that's the only way this is going to happen.
Yes, definitely.
Poor cameraman.
No, fine.
Yeah. La 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 la. So did you see David Blaine then?
You won't see him from here.
You couldn't see him from here?
No, because that's...
See me, Tori Amos, perform live on sessions at West 54th on Trio, Pop Culture TV.
Shoot.
Is it right? West 50, what is it?
Yeah, West 54th. You did it.
It's not West 57th. Good, thank
Yeah.
God.
No, you said that.
Ah. Okay, now.
Okay, so now we're gonna do See Me,
See me.
TA, perform back
Back
to back
to back
concerts
concerts
for you.
for you.
November
November
18th.
18th.
Again, only on Trio.
Pop Culture
Pop Culture
TV.
Got it. Pop, bap, bap, bap. All right.
Okay, so let me look at it. The me, Tori Amos perform back-to-back concerts for you, November 18th, only on Trio. 3, 2, 1. See me, Tori Amos, perform only for you, live on Trio, Pop Culture TV. I'll give you another one.
Yeah, but they can use that too.
Back to back. See me, Tori Amos perform back to back concerts for you, November 18th, only on Trio, Pop Culture TV. 3, 2, 1. See me, Tori Amos, perform for you, back to back. This is just exhausting. Hey, can I get a double to do this? Where's Karen? Let's put a red wig on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? She's over there somewhere. Oh, this is so cute. Try it again. No. I want to finish them. 3, 2, 1. See me, Tori Amos, perform back-to-back concerts live on November 18th, only on Trio, Pop Culture TV.
Hey.
Okay.
Alrighty. So.
Is that it?
Oh no.
Okay.
So, see me. Oh, you know what? We pretty much did that one, so we won't do that. You're watching Tori Amos. This is the name of the program they created. So you're watching Tori Amos remixed, remastered, revealed on Trio. Pop. So you're watching Tori Amos remixed, remastered, revealed on Trio, Pop Culture TV.
3, 2, 1. You're watching Tori Amos remixed, remastered, revealed on Pop Culture TV. Trio. Do I need to do it on Trio Pop Culture TV?
Don't worry about it. And then there's just generic ones, so it should be easy. I'm Tori Amos, and you're watching Trio Pop Culture TV.
Say it again.
I'm Tori Amos, and you're watching Trio Pop Culture TV.
I'm Tori Amos, and you're watching Trio Pop Culture TV.
Did we write it?
Probably, yeah. My brain's going to.
Let's see.
Hey, what time is it anyway?
It's 5. Yeah, 5.
Okay. Okay.
How long do you have?
4.
Okay.
Three, 2, 1. I'm Tori Amos, and you're watching Trio Pop Culture TV.
Perfect. And this one's going to be...
I'm not going to do any of those before that line. Do you see that? Alternatives?
No.
No,
Affiliate reads?
No affiliate reads, no.
Yeah. And this is...
Three, 2, 1. I'm Tori Amos, and this is Trio Pop Culture TV.
Let's see. We should do Tori Amos Trio, Tori Amos TV, because they're calling it Tori TV.
Okay, so how would you say?
So let's do this one. Just say Tori Amos Trio.
3, 2, 1. Tori Amos Trio.
And then Tori Amos TV.
3, 2, 1. Tori Amos TV.
Cool. And then just one more. I'm Tori Amos, and I'm on Trio. Pop.
You're doing great, Chelsea. Yes. I'm on Trim. 3, 2, 1. I'm Tori Amos, and I'm on Trio Pop Culture TV.
Cool.
Yay! Could I get some water?
Yes.
And like a little.
You got.
It would. Chelsea.
Yeah.
Just a question. How many more do we have to do?
Interviews?
Yeah. Okay. Here. Hello. Really well. Well, I wanted to get to those multis before they're gone. A lot of the original multis artists are having a hard time finding. And so I called them in from all over the world. And as I was listening, I really decided that there are new techniques and technologies that can be applied to those old multis. And I wanted to maybe chronicle them while I could. Correct. Two new songs, and two songs that were written a long, long time ago that were kind of kicked off little earthquakes, but I re-recorded them. Everything else is from their time, so I went to the original multi-tracks and didn't add any instruments, but gave them a new dress, kind of shined them up a little bit. Pretty close. Pretty close. I started going to the Peabody Conservatory when I was 5. I'd been playing, so my mother says, since I was 2.5. And I guess, I don't know, I was drawn to contemporary composers. The Peabody at the time, bless them, didn't think that the Beatles would be around for 5 years, much less 30. So we disagreed a little bit. And I knew that I had to follow my muse, and just where I was going didn't work out for them at that time. Tricky. It was all about the boot, you know, and my hairspray, I think. I guess, you know, it's been one of those wild rides with the piano as my instrument, because it doesn't travel as easily as a guitar, and it's hard to kind of disguise what it is. I did miss the bit where, you know, I had the keyboard standing up and playing it like a guitar. That was the one thing I didn't do. So thank God. I married a really difficult British person who likes Formula One and football. And yeah, I sit down with him, have popcorn, and watch that stuff. I'm kidding. Thank you. Yes, I can. Hi. I'm really well. I think Tash one morning asked me, "Mommy, what kind of songs do you do besides Corn Cake Girl and Fairy Tale?" And I said, well, I started thinking about it, and I knew there were ones that I probably didn't want to play her now that she's only 3 years old. But I thought about when she's a mom or when she's a grandma, and I wanted to chronicle musically what my passion and my devotion as a musician has been. So I called in all the multis, and a good thing I did, because it's hard now to find all your master tapes. In some cases we had to use safeties because the masters, you know, heavens knows where they are. I don't know if they're in somebody's dorm room. I'm not quite sure where they went, but I was able to make a record of them, and then I chose the songs from there. I think that it's a mixture of both, maybe. I was able to kind of pull back and listen to these songs, and I know what we can do in the studio, and I felt like to bring songs together from very, very different periods of time, I wanted to give them all a similar light so that there was continuity. I thought that was really important. And in some cases, I wanted to put strings on that maybe hadn't been included, like in Winter's case. Even if it's a 2-bar phrase, I felt that maybe they should have been included originally and weren't for whatever reason. But I decided, yeah, Winter wants her strings, so I gave them to her. Maybe secretly I've always had a fantasy of being a librarian. A librarian that could, you know, choose her own shoes, yeah, and choose the books that were in the library. I love the idea that they know where the information is. I've always found that very sexy, that they know where this information is. They do pull stories together, and that's what I was trying to do with this. We came up with the idea of using the Dewey Decimal System as a way of chronicling. In the packaging, all the songs have been categorized, and we had fun with it. It was sort of a, you know, second layer of the story. Well, the visual arts world has always been an influence on my work. I go to that medium a lot because, let's face it, sometimes when you do music all day long, you need to reapproach it with a new angle. And the visual world has always shown me things that I couldn't hear. So we decided that it was important to include the photographs from the last many years. So we have a photo gallery. The songs are in surround sound on the DVD. And I also felt like live performance is one thing, but live sound check is a very intimate moment and something I rarely share with anybody. We happened to be filming this day, and we decided that it was just one of those little postcards, a little treat. So we included it. Well, I've always said, and I really do believe this, that the songs are their own entities. It doesn't mean that they have 2 arms and 2 heads, but it does mean that there is a consciousness there. And even though they come from a different place, I feel like we co-create together. My job is to make sure that they're interpreted in a way that can be shared in this dimension. They have their own relationships with people that have nothing to do with me. I have my relationship with them too, that's private. And so I've tried to really, not channel, I don't like to use that word, but maybe plug in and let them take over my body, I guess. Well, I think being a mom changed me on pretty much every level. It healed me in many places that I didn't know how I was going to achieve that. There's a miraculous thing that happens when there is a willing invasion in a woman's body, especially if there have been invasions that shouldn't have occurred. So to have this little creature pushing, making rhythms from inside you, I think she kicked a lot of stuff out of me that I just needed out. And she did that, and having a little girl in my life has made me, I don't know, maybe more warm and fuzzy to younger women, and that I want to hold a place for them in their generation, and that the women of my generation have an opportunity to step forth and be lighthouses while these young girls sail wild on the sea, and yet they need a place to come in. They need to be able to see that they're not going to crash into the rocks. I think that being on that tour was quite something for Tash as a 2-year-old when she started, and a 3-year-old when she ended. We stopped on her birthday. So yeah, we need to have a different kind of existence for a while. I've just started composing the next work, and that'll take me a while. So no touring in 2004. Oh, great. Hi, everybody.
All I could find in your first birthday, I don't know if you want anything to,
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
thank you.
So.
Oh, she's here already?
Oh.
No, wait, can I? Hi, Dana. Are you ready to go? Is that okay? Just 30 seconds. Okay, we're going to do lippy, lippy, lippy. Yep. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Dana, I think we're ready. Well, it's funny, I was talking with some writer friends of mine many months ago, and we were saying that the one thing we would love to have now is a CD from a Roman woman that had lived when Rome had been at its zenith and might have been there when Rome was at its crossroads. Maybe she knew, maybe she didn't, but boy, oh boy, we would have loved to have heard that and held that in our hands. So I decided to make a sonic autobiography of this woman's life we call Tori, and that's how it came about. Well, we had to go to the facts first. The fact that she was probably born a feminist in 1963, 3 months to the day that JFK was shot. So Jackie's Strength was a song that needed to enter us in. There are many other songs that talk about events that have happened to this woman, from walking hand in hand with her father and grandfather in winter, to finding her voice in silent all these years, to betrayal amongst women with Cornflake Girl, to a rape with Me and a Gun, to being a bit naughty and getting into all sorts of shenanigans with Professional Widow, to today. I think that what I got out of it when I was immersing myself in those original multis, there was a song about miscarriage, Playboy Mommy, and I was quite surprised when I heard it, because I expected it to be filled with woe, and maybe that's what I heard at the time. But what I heard now was this ability to love. So maybe she didn't get the daughter that she wanted. She received the ability to love in such a way that she hadn't loved before. So I was finding strange gifts that maybe I didn't at the time, because when you're in something, you can't see the gift that you're getting from the struggle, because the struggle can be so overwhelming. And there are a lot of songs here. Some deal with struggle, but some deal with a giggle and passion. And you might be having a tough day like she had, but there's still a gift in that. I think I've been really blessed with being able to be part of a tradition of musicians that has the language of music in their life. And you can have the language of music in your life even if you're not a musician, as many of you know. I've been really moved by the way people need music like we need air, because it's a magical creature. And when days are dark and everything seems just a bit difficult, I reach for music, and it always kisses me and brings me back, you know, a kiss of life, like Prince Charming. I think that it's really important that women support each other. And sometimes in the entertainment world, for whatever reason, women seem to be pitted against each other, as if there isn't enough room. And there's always room for a unique voice, because nobody can have your voice. I can't see out of your eyes, and you can't see out of mine. That's just a fact. Like, and this too shall pass. That is a fact. So if you're able to allow yourself to create from your perspective and to develop that without needing to be somebody else, then there is room. There's always room. And I feel we, as women, need to hold a space for other women. It's really, really, really important, and it's needed. Creativity is something that you have when you're picking your shoes out, or you're playing tag with your kids. It doesn't mean that you don't approach your instrument with the same fervor and the same respect for your instrument just because you're a mom. You probably will write different things because you're exposed to a whole new world, a whole new person that really looks at things very, 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 very differently. And that's inspiring. I think if I'm being very, very, very honest with you, I would say I miss touring. And my husband knows that. I think he misses it too, and I think Tash misses it, because she set up a stage by the car park at the studio. She has this little stage, and she goes out and says, "This is my stage, Mommy, this is my stage. You stand here and watch me." And I think that she says, "You're the audience." And I say, "Okay." And I think we all miss being on the road, if we're honest. I felt like when Mary was written in 1990, there were earth changes, but nothing on the scale that there are now. I felt like it being almost Christmas, that the idea of Mary and her essence as earth, as looked at as a possession, whether that's how Mary Magdalene was looked at or how some women are looked at, I felt like this was the time for her to resurrect herself. Hello. Snow Cherries from France is a love song, and it's taken me years and years and years to write. I think sometimes the songs that are written about, oh, you know, being up to no good, that's a lot easier to write about. But finally, it came to me, and she wooed me. So Snow Cherries made the record, and Angels is really about this time and what I was seeing in America as I was touring, how people feel that they haven't been told maybe all the reasons why we went to war, all the reasons why our policies are the way they are. And the truth is coming out, and the truth has been trapped, like Angels. And I felt like it was important to chronicle this time. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Hi, Omar. I'm really well. Well, I decided that as the record business is imploding, I'm probably losing half of all our master tapes. It would be a good time to make a record of them. So we called in all the old multis, and some of them, of course, were lost. So we used safeties. And maybe turning 40 pushed me to a place of wanting to chronicle this woman's life called Tori, that I know some of the time and that I don't know some of the time. I tried to choose songs that referred to her factual life, that she was born to the day 3 months before JFK was shot. So Jackie's Strength was sort of an entry point for me. We include parts of her adolescence and the fact that her dad was a Methodist minister, her mom being part Eastern Cherokee also was influencing her spiritually. The fact that she was playing for the congressmen and senators and their rent boys in some cases, and if you got lucky, you played for their wives too. But that was going on and shaping me, going to LA and experiencing all kinds of different relationships. We felt we needed to have these songs represented. The Bridge Entertainment Group is a place where artists can come when they need projects developed, and perhaps people at the record company have shifted and the people that were hands-on are gone, or possibly if the artist is leaving management, or maybe wants to retain the manager because it's a family member or somebody they love, but they don't really know how to create and take projects to the other side. The Bridge is there, and we made it so that you don't have to break faith with your contracts. And so I thought it was a new paradigm in the music industry, and it needed to be implemented. So we did. Well, librarians have been the ones that always know where the information is hidden. I've always really liked that idea. I think that's a sexy idea. So maybe I've always had a librarian fantasy. Well, my girlfriends who are laughing, they can't stop laughing over here, are getting me to get classic movies that they've been talking about for years that I still haven't been able to see. So my present for myself this Christmas is to get all these classic movies. And that's what I'm doing over Christmas. Okay. Hi, Jackie. Hey there. I'm very well. Thank you. Really well. Thanks. Well, the multis don't lie. When you put them up on the board and you listen back, you might have had an idea of what you thought you were going to hear. But I was surprised. Some things that I thought would hold up didn't hold up so well, and others really kind of took me by the hand and say, hey, you kind of looked me over. So that was the process. Playboy Mommy was not something that I had considered would make the record, although since we were making a quote-unquote sonic autobiography, the miscarriage portion of this woman's life I thought needed to be addressed. When I heard it, the thing that I discovered was that there was something in her voice. No, she didn't get a child, but she had this love that she didn't have in some of the other songs. There was this passion. So a gift was given to her by this being. And that's what we heard when we listened back, and I found it really warming. So she made the record. Well, I've always said that the songs feel independent from me, although I've had these experiences in some way, and I translate the songs. I do feel that they have their sovereignty. They have their own relationships with people that in some ways don't have anything to do with me. So because of that, they've come to me over the years, and they say, you know, if you respect that we have our own rights, we'll keep coming to see you. They are, but they're also personal stories about things and people that I observe. Sometimes I think the character that you may think is my role, in truth, may not be my character. So sometimes I am a storyteller, and that who I am is hidden because I have that right as the writer. My husband doesn't even know sometimes what songs are about him. Really? They don't know. They don't know. They might suspect, but I always disguise it just enough. I think that once I realized that no matter what, I'm a musician. I'm part of a tradition of musicians, which is a privilege. Sometimes you compose something that the masses can taste and step into, and sometimes you compose things that maybe aren't for that time. But you still compose because that's what you do. That's your life. That's your love. And once you stop chasing it, then I think you begin to dance with it. And that's when the real fun begins. I don't really make a record by committee. And there isn't sort of an authority figure that says, you are going to write this. It doesn't really work that way in my realm. I think with myself, there's some things that I would like to write, but sometimes it's too emotional in that moment and I need to step back from it. But I usually find out what I'm thinking by writing songs. I usually write something every day. A lot of it nobody hears, and half of it I forget. But just when you're in the shower or you're, you know, you just write a song. Yeah, it could be anywhere. I could be sitting next to you. You could be eating nachos. And it just, your crunching sound might give me a rhythm. And I start playing on my knee while you're crunching. And then that's how it happens. Angels is something that I felt I needed to write, to chronicle this time. What I've been doing for the last 2 years has been touring. I've been touring a lot and taking my little girl with me. And we've been seeing how people have been perceiving the world and the policies and issues. And we're seeing how people feel that maybe they weren't told the truth. And I think that's affecting people, that the truth had been trapped. I think that becoming a mother, well, when you become a mom, like I did, I found that I needed to make sure that there was a world that she would want to be a part of. So writing songs that make people question. That's our job as moms, I think. Yes, and it made me quite, I think, ferocious to get to the truth. And if people could maybe hide the truth or confuse it, then there are those that also can maybe go search for it. Well, you know, you have to really take a walk with yourself and find out what you're okay with. I think that for some musicians, they've lost maybe the strength to fight for what their image is, which might not have anything to do with a sexy impression. But the question is, what is sexy? Because that's very different to me than it used to be. It certainly isn't somebody that... Yeah, and I do think that people will get to a point where there is a mystery. I don't know. I think the mystique is always delicious. We're looking forward to, right after Thanksgiving, doing Jay Leno and Craig Kilborn and Sharon Osbourne, and right before Thanksgiving I think we'll do Regis. He's always good fun. Yeah, I do. It does make me nervous, but I do enjoy it because it's very different than live performance. You get to romance an audience. With TV, you just have to walk out and, you know, make a baby. Okay, thanks. Okay. Okay. Hello? Five, four, three, two, one. Hello, Reuben. Okay. Hi. Well, I've always thought that librarians know where the information is hidden, and I needed to find these multis that were all over the world. And I kind of like the idea. I have a fantasy about being a librarian with a cute shoe. We decided to choose songs that cover this woman's life that we call Tori in a factual way. The fact that she was born in 1963, 3 months to the day that JFK was shot. So we included Jackie's Strength. We included songs about her religious upbringing, her dad being a Methodist minister, and the fact that she worked in Washington, D.C. playing lounge piano for congressmen and maybe their rent boys and their wives sometimes, if you got lucky. So we included what shaped this woman as a composer, and I thought that it was good fun. Well, I've been touring the last couple years around the world, and a lot of it in America. I have heard something over and over and over again, and that has been that people feel that they haven't been told the truth by our leaders in the world, and I felt the truth has been trapped in some way. And sometimes we get pulled in and don't even realize how we're being manipulated. That's what I've seen. And that's what that means. Good to see you. Thank you. Okay.